Hello. So amazing. So again, this is if you're meeting this content for the first time, we're talking about the 10 things that Peter Obi needs to do to win 2027 election. So if you missed the first four, which we did, which was about Peter Obi leaving Labour Party because of the baggages that Labour Party has and the corruption internally and the infighting. And obviously, we've talked about the second thing being to form a political party. And the third one was to set up offices across the states and the different zones to manage them. And to obviously, the fourth one is to recruit candidates for different political office, and obviously to manage all of the offices, the zonal offices and the head office, wherever it will be eventually. So in our own view, we've looked at it holistically and we've talked about 10 things that needs to happen. There will be other things that will come after that, but at the very least, 10 things need to happen and that needs to happen as soon as possible for Peter Obi to win the 2027 election. Now, haven't left the Labour Party, now formed a political party, and then set up a zonal and head office and state offices across the 36 state and the federal capital, Abuja. And also starting to recruit candidates for different political office and on candidates in the office places as well to coordinate resources and all of those. The next thing is to do is after he's done that, Nigerians can see he's serious. The world can see that now Peter Obi is really serious. He's ready to form and mount that challenge for 2027. Other political parties will join. Other political parties will want to come and form an alliance. That's the time Peter Obi can then take into consideration alliances to form. Whether there are other smaller political parties, it would then take into account. But I, for one, I would say don't form any political alliance with PDP. PDP is a corrupt party. PDP is the same thing as APC. They just cross carpet depending on who is in power at the time. So if you go check PDP, you'll find that most of them were already in APC. They felt they weren't good enough in APC or they weren't treated well, they went to PDP. And then most of the ones going to APC right now were before in PDP. But because oftentimes they've actually been involved in fraud, they don't want to be probed, they quickly cross carpet to APC. Now you can imagine a lot of all of them are currently cross carpeting to APC, even as much as they know Nigerians don't like APC. But then they're going to say, oh, the good work Tinubu is doing, they run into APC. But we know what it's all about. It's their common interest, not the interest of Nigerians. They didn't set up and join this political party for the good of Nigeria to serve. Rotimi Amechi mentioned it. He said he got into politics because of poverty, not because of service. Do you understand? So if you look at other nations, even though you can dispute that, but you'll find that most of them go into politics because they've looked at public service and what they could do. Obviously, public service gives you power, but they've looked at service they could render. But in our situation, we've looked at the power and the amount of money we can steal from federal government or from the state coffers. So we get into those political parties not to serve, but to be served and to get ourselves enriched. That's why we have all these corrupt politicians in there. Do you understand? So now the fifth thing that Peter Obi needs to do is to form alliances. Again, if you're meeting this content for the first time, please share, like, and subscribe. We want you to subscribe because by subscribing, you're encouraging us to do more and to start this sensitization on how we can change Nigeria political sphere, our social cultural system, how things are working right now, how we can help improve and make Nigerians' lives better. That's what we're all about in this channel. So please like, share, and subscribe, okay? And then check our other videos that we've done as well in this series and a lot more. And we have some shorts as well that you can check. They come like poetry, but you will love them. And you can share those as well too. So again, the number fifth one thing that Peter Obi needs to do is to form alliances. But please don't form any alliance with APC or PDP. Don't. We need to change the structure of the way things have been for so long. So, because when you form that alliance with PDP and APC, it's the same thing. They say the South rule for 8 years, the North comes for another 8 years. So it doesn't matter whether or not you're getting the best candidate. If the best candidate is coming back from the South, why are you running to the North to go and do another one from the North? When they will ruin the nation, you can see Edo State is a typical example. The people shouted, we want somebody from the Edo South or whatever, Central. They wanted somebody from there to come. We knew the candidates were not good enough. But you can see the one that INEC rigged the election for. You can see how incapable he is. So we need to change the political structure from what APC and PDP have given to Nigerians. We need to change it. It's not working. We need candidates who are capable, who have integrity, who have the the mindset to change the nation and direct us on a different route where we'll take than what we're doing right now. But these current political parties don't have that. So you cannot go and form another alliance with PDP where they have their own party structure and constitution where you know is not fit for purpose. However, I would recommend to join alliance with Amoyele Sowore. I think Peter Obi and Sowore in the same political party is a dynamite. It is. It would shake the incumbent. Peter Obi and Amoyele Sowore in the same political party. Now, only one of them can be president, but this is where I come in to say that Amoyele Sowore has the ears of the people. He doesn't have the vote. So forming an alliance with Peter Obi for the betterment of Nigeria. This is the key word. For the good of Nigeria. I understand he wants to be a president too, but it doesn't have the vote. But it can come in at a very high level because obviously to get the votes from the north, you need another northern to be. It could be Baba Dati Hamed. I don't know, but somebody else with credibility, traceable credibility Nigerians can see. Okay, so but having Peter Obi, Amoyele Sowore, and having some good people around them is a force because until now, what APC, PDP have enjoyed is that Peter Obi is on one side and Amoyele Sowore is on the other side. And it's easy for them to divide and conquer both of them. But let them come together and see what happens. If NNPP comes to you and say they want to be part of it, you have to. I don't know much about NNPP, but from what I understand, they have a good ground in the north, in Kano. So you can take them to. But also bear in mind, some other people that have been NNPP have also been part of this system before. And there's ABGA as well in Anambra State. So having those parties, that's giving you two extra governorship positions. Kano, Abga, Anambra, plus Abia. You got 3 already. You need to wrestle at least 15 out of both APC and PDP's hands. And you ask me how we're going to do that. We will get there. We will get to where we will then put the touchlight on INEC and the judiciary because they've used INEC and the judiciary to steal election over time. But we need to start calling them out early on all platforms so that the world can now start to see because we need to challenge the credibility of the judicial system. We need to start to challenge the integrity of the judicial system. Let's start calling them up. We know they've been bought over already, but we have to make their lives difficult. I think it's hard for them. We have to make it difficult for them to rig elections. So, in just a breakdown, we've talked about we're talking about the 10 things that Peter Obi needs to do. So, if you're meeting this content, you're wondering what are the first four things that he needs to do. This is the 5th one. I'll say watch the previous one. You will see them 10 things that Peter Obi needs to do. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th one, which is the Farm Alliance. But as a brief note, the first one is for him to leave the Labour Party. The second one is for him to form a political party. And the next one after that, which is the 3rd, will be to set up offices, both zonal and state offices, and then to recruit for candidates for different position, political position, and then candidate to manage those offices. Like you have a normal structure for a business. It's exactly the same thing you need to do, and then you then coordinate how to set up things if you want. The idea behind this station, this particular channel, is to strategize. That's why we're called the strategist, is to strategize, give you insight, see things from the angle that most people don't see them, and help you in through line to you. So if you know Peter Obi and all of us, some other of his associates, share this content with them. And these things needs to be done ASAP as soon as possible. So we're trying to make this content as short as possible within 10 minutes so that you can consume them and then share that with others and see what others think as well and how we can do and how we can help improve our country. So again, please like, share, and subscribe. Your subscription helps us to keep coming back and doing more contents like this to try to sensitize Nigerians and then to, highlight to Nigerians the reason why things need to change. All right, so that we don't let politicians keep stealing from us and using us for election rigging. So until the next content, until the next one, which is going to be the 6th one. The next 6th one is after you you form this alliance, you can then start to mount credible, opposition. Because at the moment, PDP is just not an opposition party. The only opposition we have right now is Peter Obi, and say for and then I'm sure Ray obviously speaking up against government anyway. But Peter Obi seems to be the most credible opposition that we have. So once you form those alliances, and even during the formation of those alliances, you can then start to send surrogates on TV stations. Surrogate using all forms of media available, the internet, social media, everything to form mount credible opposition, to challenge government policies. This is what democracy is all about. This is what you see when you watch democracy play in America, in the United Kingdom, in Canada, in every advanced nation. We then have to mount credible opposition, challenge their policies. You understand? And then let Nigerians know why they need to choose you to represent them at all levels. This is what this is all about. So until the next one, please, thank you for coming back and watching. God bless you. Bye for now.